course.
Wow. So it's entirely about time management. This is where we are. And today we're going to talk about patriotism. Have you taken a moment and you just pause and ponder with your mind and you banter with your mind? Do you love your nation? Do you love your country? Have you taken some strides as an individual and you ask yourselves, like, do I love my nation? Do I really understand what it means to be patriotic about the nation? I mean, we have had the liberators, they fought for country, and we have those who fought way back in time in the World War. We have those who fought in the religious wars. But about the nation, it's something that invades all of us. What have you done to fight for your nation? And we're talking about patriotism. It was introduced in the country a few years ago, and the president said, let's take it down in the school levels. Let's have the young generation come up with skills and knowledge and information. They make informed decisions about their nation. That is the patriotism in the school. To have this kind of conversation, I have Mr.
Kayanja Patrick. I'm the assistant patron, Patriotism Club in Trinity College, Nabingo.
And of course, I have Luwede with me here, and Madam
Mutabide Joy. I'm the patron of the club.
Wow, Mutabide, you know that the name comes with a lot of money of late, so we hope it still covers up here. All right, I will start with Luwede. What does it mean for you to be a part of the Patriotism Club?
It means me like serving the country, and I feel I gained that love for my country. Yeah.
So previously you didn't love your country before you joined the club? You're just a normal citizen?
No, okay, it was just mainly that, I think. But when I joined the Patriotism Club, I saw a different side of the country. I
Share with me the other different part of the country.
And so when I got to experience the drills, I got to see what people go through to like fight for their nationalism, the pain you go through, and that inspired me to love my country.
Share with me, Esther, the first day when you went for the drills, and how was your body like? How did you feel?
I hated it so much. It was a lot of pain. But after some time, I got to get used to it.
Is the drill used as another yardstick for some people to drop off, just as a test or something?
No, it's mainly like to... I think, mainly about drills, it's about to help you gain the strength.
Okay.
The strength to love your country and the strength... Okay, you know how most people are weak. So it helps you to keep time. It's mainly about keeping time because you have to wake up at 6. You have to come here, you
sing, parade.
Then after you march, you experience a lot of things that make you strong.
Wow. So you think the drills, it's what makes you strong to love your country or something?
It inspires you, especially the people who come to train you. The soldiers, they inspire you in some way. They give you talks. You get to know different things about your country. Okay,
what do you know about this country that I don't know? Tell me one thing.
I think you know.
No. Listen, we need to have a level ground here, right? I need to understand. What have you learned about this nation that I don't know? I stand to learn.
Okay, what I've learned about this nation is that I think you know it, but it's about like there is peace in this nation from the time we gained independence. I believe there is peace. And I believe that right now we have to keep the peace like going on instead of like having a lot of fights.
I hear you. Well, there you have it. She says patriotism teaches them to keep time. Talk to me. The two girls have come late. Do they understand patriotism? Does this actually reflect what you're teaching them?
Actually, our duty is to instill into these girls a lesson of taking up responsibility. So we teach them in patriotism that a patriot must keep time. Because at times you need to attend to issues in time before things go wrong. So it is now up to a student to take up what we have taught her or to leave it. As for these girls, incidentally, this was the commander of the parade this year. Yes, Nassau's. I'm just a little disappointed. But I know she must have been caught up with some other issues.
But does patriotism just go only just around the drills? Do we have a better stride, a better spectrum of inculcating patriotism in them? Is it entirely about the drills and the information?
No, drills are just part of it. But the essence of patriotism is to teach Ugandans that they must be responsible for this country. The peace we are enjoying at the moment was fought for by some people, but we have to keep it going. Otherwise, Otherwise, if this country is not well kept, if the resources are not well utilized for the common good of every Ugandan, then things will have to go wrong.
Do you believe the resources have been used for the good of the nation?
In some way, but when you look at what is happening in the country, of course, there are some Ugandans who are not patriotic. People who embezzle of government funds, those are not patriots.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are teaching these young girls, as they grow up, we have the hope in them that at one time we shall have a corrupt-free Ugandan.
Wow.
Yes.
There you have it. He's one of the instructors me and you are still bantering about. He's wearing green and a yellow inside, but that's a story for another day. Come to me, Madame Mutebile. Let's talk about this. Madame Mutebile, you are the patron into this. You've seen the girls grow from one stride to another, entirely about patriotism and, giving them information. Do you think you're raising the next generation with a strong sense of their nation?
Thank you. I think so. Because these girls, when they come here, right from S1 and the S5, we have these drills, patriotism drills. They call them chaka-mchaka. It's not like that. But I'll teach them how to be physically fit, and then be true, and then how to keep time.
How many are they in the school, the entire school? How many do we have in the patriotism club?
They are like 1,200 plus.
Okay.
Because we have S1s and S5s.
S5s.
Yeah.
So what does someone require to join the patriotism, or is it mandatory for the school?
Mandatory for the school. Okay. All of them are in the club. It's not a club as such. It is a community. We call them patriotism community. We only have the cabinet, but all the schools are in the same group.
They're in the same group. One would think patriotism groups in the schools are another way of, nurturing the next generation of soldiers. It looks to be like a reserve force for the nation in the army. Aren't you nurturing the next soldiers in the country?
Not as such. Depends on someone's wish. But what I know, are nurturing to be peaceful and love their country. Okay. They can either join, but they have to love their country. So their wish of their next career. We are not forcing them to, but we know that in Uganda we are peaceful and we love our country.
Nasozi, the commander who has come late. Good morning, Nasozi.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Patriotism at Trinity College teaches us timekeeping, time management, and you're the commander of the squad. And you came 5 minutes late.
I'm just sorry for that.
I understand.
Yes.
What have you learned about patriotism?
Patriotism has taught me to be self-motivated. Self-motivation is like a skill that one gets, which makes that person act the way that person wants before without the influence of other people.
Yes. She told us, Esther, that you learn information that is deep and wide about the nation. Tell me what you've learned about the nation that is so unique.
What I've learned about the nation is that Uganda, we are free people. So in our being free, we should utilize all the resources we have around us to fight for our country. Because many other countries don't have the resources we have. Yeah. But it's a matter of raising up together and we fight for our own country.
And how have you sent this information way down to the people? When you go back for holidays, do you share it with your siblings? Do you go in your community? How have you sent the patriotism lessons from here to your area or your community?
Okay, patriotism requires community services. So now people around there, as short as I am, when I go there and I'm
Who says you're short? Who says you're short?
No, I'm proud. I'm proud of being short.
Okay.
I'm proud of being short because
Go on.
I'm proud of being short because I know that when I meet somebody tall and that person is all I'm taller than you, I'll all be like,
we are all Ugandans.
Yes, we are all Ugandans, but I'm also proud that I'm shorter than you. So when
down to earth.
Yes. Yeah. So when I go out, I be like, you people, I tell you, as short as I am, I can command. And they're like, please, okay, come and show us how you did it when it came to the patriotism drills. Yeah. So I tell them, okay, you come and sit down here together, but before I do that, let me tell you what patriotism is, what one requires to be a patriot. Then at least I give them a sample of how I commanded. And they're all like, wow, I also want to command like you. So getting that desire that I also want to command like Nachisozi, they'll be like, I want to join the patriotism club.
Nachisozi, command for us Kwanza while you're here. We are live on NTV and Chisuzi, who happens to be the commander of last year's parade. She's going to show you how strong she can command when she's in charge on the parade. Afande.
Do you want me to shout?
Please go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Gwari J! Me go Pande! Gwari J! Me go Sawa! Gwari J! Kofi Akchwani! Toa! Gwari J! Etatoa Shank mara tatu kwa rais wa Uganda, wananchi wa Uganda na patriots wa Uganda. Viva, viva, nchi wa Uganda.
Viva!
Viva, viva, Yesu wa Uganda.
Viva!
Viva, viva, patriots wa Uganda.
Viva!
Gwari Day, Kofi Akchwani, weka.
There you have it, Patriotism Club. I don't understand whether do you want to join the army, Nachisuzi?
No, I don't.
Come talk to me, come talk to me. We're live from Trinity College, Nabingo. We're talking about patriotism in school. Nachisuzi is one of a profound commander. What's your name, dear?
Mirembe Shirat.
Mirembe Shirat. Yeah. You too, you came with the commander late, and patriotism teaches us time management. We forgive you for that. But why do you think most Ugandans are not patriotic?
I think so because of the ongoing situation in Uganda, for example, unemployment due to issues like corruption, embezzlement is causing people to wish to join other countries because of that.
Do you think when people like you, the young generation, if you're given enough information and you're patriotic, when you come in office, you won't be corrupt? Will you change the system?
Yes, obviously.
Where have we gone wrong as a nation with regards to patriotism?
With regards to patriotism, we've gone wrong in such a way that we are only taking care of the youth, actually, just because they are the main people in the country, but you're not taking care of these young ones and the elderly, because they are the ones who impart skills, the elderly, and the younger ones, they are the ones to raise up into this nation, instead of we take care of the youth. And
are you sure we take care of the youth? You woman,
yes.
Are you sure we take care of the youth?
Okay, we are mainly focusing on the youth.
Yes.
Not the young ones.
The young generation.
Yes.
Wow. Well, there you have it. You're still bantering. Esther, please come through. We're still talking to students of Nabingo College. Do you believe the current government is only focusing on the youth vis-a-vis other, age brackets or clusters?
Yeah, I think so. They are mostly concentrating on the youth more than the elderly. Yes.
And how best can we bridge all that? Because the gap seems to be big.
In case now, the way we are right now, mostly they should bring in more of the elderly, because they are the ones who knows what they are the ones who know what they went through to fight for the nationalism, but they mainly focus on the youth, by giving them talks, but they need to also bring in the elderly, because they know what it feels like to fight for nationalism. Okay.
Well, Patron, I just need to know, so how did we come to the green color of the uniform?
The green color? Green symbolizes life. And in patriotism, we are looking at the environment. We are looking at the future of this country.
Okay.
So this is how the Secretariat came up with this color to give hope to the country.
And has the Secretariat been supportive? Has it brought down these different sensitization awareness campaigns to the students, not only in Nabingo, but in the entire region?
Yes, I must say the patriotism Secretariat has been very supportive, especially for us here in Nabingo, because every year we conduct patriotism training, and we have always got support from them. They facilitated us with the uniforms. Actually, we received the uniforms from the Secretariat. We get speakers from Secretariat, so we must be thankful to the Secretariat. And I think the younger generation that is coming out of Nabingo at one time are going to be ladies of substance with the patriotic values outside there when they leave this college.
So when someone leaves and like Esther is leaving next year, does she leave the uniform then?
Oh yes, she leaves. It is a property of the school.
How can you be patriotic when you don't allow us to go with uniforms? What do you think about that, Esther?
For like,
Don't you think you should go with your uniform so that this number is hers?
no, I think for security purposes and for the fact that there are also other generations coming in, so they also need to use them.
Okay.
If we take every year, I think it would be kind of hard for them to bring in new ones every single time. So, and since we have also got to see the value of patriotism, why we doing? It's not about wearing the uniform. It's about what you feel for the country, and not what you wear, shoes, but what you have in your heart.
What you have in your heart.
Yeah.
Wow, that is such a brilliant answer, Madam Mutebide. When we have these numbers in the army, it reflects of you. So someone knows that in the army 001 is the president of the country. If I have 1387, 1385-7, does in any way this club attribute or contribute to me joining the army? Will I be considered faster vis-a-vis any other cadre?
Yeah, I think so. But majorly, as she has said, uniform is not all that important. What's important is someone's spiritual heart for the country. And as I said, the green is the freshness in our country. But even the number, the uniform, it's only in you.
It's only in you.
Yeah.
Madam Mutebide, this is just in schools. What becomes of other young generation in communities who have no access to patriotism? What's the way forward for them?
For that, we have a motto to be true. I think they should go countrywide and educate these girls about being a patriot. Not only elders, not only the youth, even the old ones. Because being a patriot, you won't be very useful.
Yeah.
I'll give an example of the other incident which happened at the lake.
Other lake, yes.
If people were taught how to be patriots, most of them would have gone faster and then help those who are already on the what? On the seashore. Not inside, but on the seashore. That's what you call a patriot. Like the other man, the other one.
Or when?
Who was trying to survive. That he showed being a true patriot. I liked him.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, there you have it. That's the conversation we're having. It's entirely about patriotism, how we put this information that the next generation can make informed decisions. One of them is Nachisos. Do you believe Bosco or Chen was a patriot and he deserves to be a hero?
Pardon?
Do you believe Bosco Chen is the fisherman who tried to save people when the boat capsized? Do you believe he had, because he was sick, but he said we need to save lives here? Do you take that as an action of patriotism?
Yes, because patriotism requires one to have the 5 eyes, and they go like this. I love Uganda, I serve Uganda, I sacrifice for Uganda, I am loyal to Uganda, and I love myself. So among the 5 eyes, at least he tried to promote I sacrifice for Uganda. I am sick, but let me sacrifice for the people of Uganda. Let me save them.
Wow. Well, there you have it. I think this should be a baseline onto which one should be given a medal. Don't you think so? On Heroes Day? I'm just this is an open suggestion. We always suggest names and they actually recommend it. Esther, what do you think?
I believe so.
You believe so? Koram?
I do so.
His Excellency, you must be watching this.
Yeah, I do so.
Patriotically, I believe.
I strongly believe it should be our day.
When we are having the Heroes Day next year, I strongly believe as a nation we should celebrate Bosco Ongwen Ochen, the fisherman who died saving some Ugandans actually when the boat capsized along the Mutima beach. That was a week ago. Let's think about this, how best we can actually be Ugandans and we'll have our own nation. I want to be very honest. Each one of you is going to give me a word you could send to a Ugandan that could trigger them to become patriotic. Let me start with you, Madam.
Thank you. The first one I have to tell the Ugandans is that they should be productive.
How?
Let them make sure that they bring more patriots to the country for any security purpose.
Okay.
Then to me, I would encourage people to love their country, because if you don't love your country, who will love your country?
Esther, help me understand. How do I show love for my country?
By sacrificing everything.
Hey.
Sacrificing you sacrifice yourself to help others, to help the needy, to help the afflicted.
Yes.
Then also, I think you also have to serve your country in different sectors. You have to serve your country in employing others who have no jobs, jobs by creating employment opportunities. That's serving your country because you're extending a hand to others who don't have employment. Yeah, that's mainly what it is.
All right, that is Esther there.
I would encourage Ugandans, like fellow Ugandans, not to put themselves before, to put others before themselves.
Before themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
All I can tell my fellow Ugandans is that if you love Uganda, it will love you back.
It will love you back.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow.
My call to all Ugandans is that let each one of us love work. Because it is out of work that we earn. Any man that is not worked for is nothing. Then the second thing, let us try as much as possible to care for the environment. Because our environment is our survival.
So that goes to those ones encroaching on the wetlands.
The wetlands, the swamps, those who are cutting trees for burning charcoal. Let us all care for the environment.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Well, there you have it. That's a conversation we have had at Trinity College, Nabingo. If you're an old girl who came to this school, I want to tell you that, well, there is a new sculpture. That is not this. The new one is actually a little more convincing, from school to graduation to a working woman. It is something you need to look at. It was actually opened when they were celebrating 75 years in the business of, giving the nation great women with a great sense of valor. Amandru Chamagero Omuntu Awansi, and we're live from Trinity College Nabingo. Are you patriotic? If you're not, I trigger you to become one. Mala will be joined later on with some people from the Secretariat and people to dissect and banter about patriotism later on NTV. It's morning at NTV, and good morning.
The TradeDeco Caravan is back on Monday, 3rd December. Vivo Energy Uganda and NTV Uganda will launch the second TradeDeco Caravan 2018. To strengthen the impact of the TradeDeco campaign, Vivo Energy and NTV will launch a one-day TradeDeco Road Safety Caravan to conduct road safety engagements with the communities along Kampala's Jinja Highway. Example, Mukono, Wantoni Stage, Saibed Yard, Mbalala Marketplace, Bugembe,